Okay, this is Jake Mace with jakemace.com. I restarted my computer and relaunched a new live event. We had a sound issue with the Google Hangout. So I'm hoping that if you come in right now, you guys have sound, you can hear me now. So let me know if you can hear me. And I'll just chill and hang out for about 5 minutes as I let all you guys log in and check it out. I really apologize for the technical difficulties, but I guess that's kind of what can happen when we do these live events sometimes. So we still have enough daylight left here in the Phoenix area to do our class. So I'll still give you guys our 30-minute warrior Qigong class today. Come on in, get set, get a little bit of room wherever you're standing, and make sure you guys can move. And we'll start here in about 4 minutes. All right, looks like you guys can hear me. Can everybody who's watching this feed right now, can you give me a happy face emoji in the comments and hit the like button if you can hear me right now? Hey, I want to thank everybody for trying to give me some help. So all right, that's awesome. The cool thing is that we still have about 30 minutes of daylight left. So I'm going to get to this class here, and that way you guys can actually see me because we're racing sunset. It's 7:42 p.m. here in the Phoenix, Arizona area. And once again, my name is Jake Mace with jakemace.com. We've been doing this YouTube channel here for about 4 years or so, 5 years or so. And this is my second live event. So I'm thinking this might be a really cool series we can do in the future. It looks like the previous last event that we did was on tiger style Kung Fu. And we used our tiger claws. We used some conditioning. We did some form training. We'll do more of that in the future. And it looks like we had a lot of people that came in and liked to watch that lesson. So we're going to do it today with Warrior Qigong. Now, let me tell you guys something really quick about Warrior Qigong. First of all, that word Qigong. What does Qigong mean? If you guys have heard of Qigong before, in the comments below the video, tell me what your translation and what your interpretation of what Qigong or Qigong means. And for me, I just think it means energy and movement. So any kind of activity you do that involves movement, and by doing that movement, you stimulate energy. And so this kind of warrior Qigong we're going to do tonight is called the Yi Jin Jing. So wherever you're at right now, I want you to practice your tones and your Mandarin Chinese, your Putonghua. I want you guys all to say Yi Jin Jing, just like that. And that means the muscle tendon change classic. And so this is supposed to be one of the oldest forms of Qigong that has been practiced at the Shaolin Temple for over 1,500 years, since it was established as a martial arts university of sorts by Damo. So what I want you guys to be aware of in this lesson is that this is Qigong postures that, according to the history and the legend, that Damo brought from India to China in the 6th century And the Shaolin monks at that time were just Buddhist monks, and they had no fitness training and they had no martial art training. But Damo taught them the 49 I Ching Jing postures to enhance their meditation. And from the I Ching Jing postures, the Kung Fu that we know of today was born. So, if everybody's ready, is everybody in? Everybody's ready to go here? Let me get everything set, and then we're going to start this this lesson today. Okay, so one last chance. And can everybody hear me? Is everybody ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. All right, I want you guys to safely stand up wherever you're at and get a spot where you can stand straight up and do some movement here. Let's go for it. So once again, to get started, my name is Jake Mace, and I'm a full-time martial artist, and we specialize in Chinese styles of Gong Fu, not just the fighting, but also the healing. And I think that for a martial artist that wants to gain strength, but also wants to gain flexibility, I think that the I Ching Jing, the muscle tendon change we're going to do in this lesson today, is something that you guys should do every single day, especially in the morning when you first wake up. So I want to start you guys with 7 really simple postures, and I want you to copy me, and then I'm going to do 7 intermediate postures. And then if you guys want to hang out, I'm going to do 7 difficult postures. Are you ready? We have to breathe like this. So right now, wherever you're at, breathe in through your nose. And then breathe out through your mouth with a vocalized hiss sound. I think that vocalized hiss sound is essential because it's going to help us to have a very smooth breath. It's going to help us not to fall asleep. And it's going to allow us to make sure that each breath pulls in maximum oxygen into our body, but allows us to smoothly let the oxygen out. So one more time. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Now I want you to take your fists and clench them really tight and breathe in. And then breathe out and squeeze your fists. Breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze the fists. Again, breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze it tighter. Breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze tighter. Give it all you've got. 2 more. Last one. Then open the hands slowly. Now, in the traditional sense of the I Ching Jing, you guys want to be doing that for 49 breaths. So that was about 7 breaths. I want you guys to try to do about 20 breaths to start on your own. So for now, we're going to just have fun together. But later on, when you guys practice on your own, I want you to try to get at least 20 breaths. The next posture, take your hands and pull them back like this. Fingers together. And then I want you to take your hands and lock them back really, really far. Like that. And stand up straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull the fingers up. And work your wrist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull the fingers up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull them back farther. It looks like this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull them back farther. Elbows straight. Breathe in. Breathe out farther. 2 more. Give it all you got. And then relax the wrist down. Very nice. The next posture is similar to the second posture. I want you to do the same thing with your wrist and your fingers, but put the arms out to the side like this. And now pull the wrist and fingers back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, in. Pull back further. So it's right here, guys. Breathe in. Pull it back. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. Push yourself hard. Pull it back. I have no sympathy for you guys, so breathe in. Come on. Pull back harder. One more. Drop your shoulders. And then relax it down. And that pain you feel in the wrist and in the fingers and the forearms, that's what chi feels like. Chi is not some invisible force that binds us, like in the Star Wars movies, and it's not some X-Men power you have. Chi is just hard work. And if you're doing movements that work your chi, you're going to be sweating, breathing hard, and in pain, and you'll be sore the next day. So if you guys are sore tomorrow and you're sweating right now, then you're working the chi. Okay? Our fourth posture looks like this. Put the hands in front of your chest right here. And stay standing up. Stand in a strong stance. I just want to be closer to the camera so you guys can see the details. Now from here, I want you to breathe in and pull your back muscles as hard as you can. Now breathe out and flex your chest muscles as hard as you can. Breathe in, pull with your back muscles. Breathe out, push with your chest muscles. We'll do a question answer at the end. So right now I'm going to just focus on the movements. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll answer them in about 10 minutes. Breathe in, pull back. Breathe out, push forward. Again. Push. If you go to the online school at jakemace.com, we have workouts called the Xiao Lihai, the little fiercest. You want to be Lihai. In Chinese, Lihai means fierce. So fierce flexion of your muscles. Push. Like you're in the gym working out. Back muscles. Chest muscles. Last one, give it everything you've got. Flex. And then relax. That one really takes me out because I give it all I got. If you guys kind of baby these movements, then you'll get baby results. If you guys put everything you got into them, you'll get really good results. The next one, you got to stand up. And let me show you guys what we're going to do. Turn to the side like this. And put your arms up in the air totally straight. So I've got my arms up like this, totally straight, and I'm to the side like this. And my biceps are by my ears. Not bent, but straight. And then I want you guys to stand tall, breathe in. Breathe out and bend back a little bit like this. Breathe in. Breathe out, bend back farther. Breathe in. Farther. Give me 3. Bend as far as you can, but be safe. Last one. Come up. All right, guys. All right. If you guys want youthfulness in your spine and you want to have ab strength and be able to apply that to your kicks, punches, and martial arts, that posture we just did is one you want to do every single day. All right, the next one, we're going to do the same kind of movement, but to the sides. So standing there, arms up straight. Now bending from your waist, like this, to the side. Breathe in. Breathe out, bend. Breathe in. Breathe out, bend. Everything down here on this side should be tight, as if you're about to take a punch. Everything on this side should be stretched. Let's do 3 more. Keep it going. Last one. And switch other side. Breathe in. Go for it. Bend it. Inhale. Arms straight. Again. Last one. And up slow. Breathe in. And breathe out. The final posture of the first set of 7 is forward stretch. So I want you guys to have a good stance right here. And I want you to do different stages. Stage 1 is fingertips toward the ground. And just hold right there. Deep breath, you guys. Stage 2 is palms to the ground. Let's do that again. Deep breath. Stage 3 is embrace your elbows right here and put them above your head and try to get the elbows to the ground. Two more. And then relax it and come up slowly. Let me ask you a question right now. Is anybody out there just watching and not participating? Is anybody drinking Red Bull and eating pizza and eating chocolate, eating donuts and not participating? Get up and jump in here with me, guys. Okay, now I'm going to skip ahead here because we're running out of light. And I want to give you guys the end of this class here, and I don't want you guys to give up too early. So let's do a few postures that are a little more advanced and give you guys a little bit more of a workout. So you ready? Do the best you can. There's beginner ways to each of these postures, and I don't want you guys to do nothing. So it's better to do something wrong and halfway than to do nothing at all. So at least give it your best shot. So I want you guys to go on the floor in a push-up position right here. I'm going to bring the camera down here with me. And be in a push-up position just like this. And just hold the push-up position. And breathe in. Breathe out and just maintain your posture. That's beginners right there. Stomach tight, legs straight, arms straight. And do like 20 breaths. But for you advanced folks, I want you to put one hand in the middle, right hand out, left leg up, and hold right there. Two more. Okay, switch. Other arm, other leg, same posture. Two more. And then back to our original position. All right, it's getting kind of dark on us. I don't want to stop yet. You guys want to keep going? If you want to keep going, then I'll keep going. So let's go over to where we have some lights, and we'll turn the lights on so we can keep going into the night. What do you guys say? Give me a smiley face emoji if you guys want to keep going. Come with me, you get a little tour of my backyard here too. Let's go on an adventure. Let's hope my Wi-Fi connection still makes it all the way out here. How's that, better? All right, we just bought ourselves an extra 20 minutes of training. I have tonight open, so I'm either gonna go inside and watch a Kung Fu movie, or I'm gonna train with you guys. I might as well train with you guys as long as you wanna keep going. I'm okay with it. All right, let's get, see what we got here. Let's answer some questions. Then we'll get back to our workout here. What you guys have? Let me see what we got. Somebody said they're bringing out the nachos. No nachos. Green tea and qigong right now. That's all you get. All right. So if anybody has any questions, then please put them in the box. I don't see any questions. Let's just keep going. You guys ready? Let's do it. Here we go. Get my screen back up here so I can see you guys. Okay, so the posture we just did was the plank, where we have the push-up position here. Now posture number 2 in this set of 7 is going to be back right here. And this posture is going to have 2 parts. So part 1 is going to be lifting your butt off the ground. So put your palms right here. And I want you guys to take a deep breath in. Breathe out and push your butt as high as you can. Right there. Breathe in. Push it higher. And don't give up. Don't touch the ground. Stay up. 3 more. Last one. Push higher. And down slowly. A cheat for that one is you can put your hands into fists, and that'll get you a little bit higher off the ground. That's part 1, you guys. Part 2 is going to be with the hands here. Now listen to me for a second. Listen. I don't want to see anybody doing this with their fingers. Keep your palm flat. This is no. Yes. Fingers are even with my knees. They're not here. They're not here. They're even with the knees. Put them down flat. And I want you to go for 5 breaths, and I want you to lift your legs off the ground. Just like this. Watch. Here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out and lift. Palms flat. Lift higher. And hold it right there. 3 more breaths. And down. So those are the 2 poses that work together, and that's the second pose, part 1 and part 2 of this second set of 7. The third pose is going to go back to the plank position, in that plank position. And just hold yourself there and get in solid posture. Now with this one, I want you guys to breathe in and go down. Breathe out, come up. Really slow, just like that. Not fast, very slow and controlled. Mentally stay focused. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's 2, so 5 more. In. And out. Again. off the ground if you can. 3 more. Deep breath. And the last rep. And then onto the knees right there. All right. It's 110 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Look at my forehead, it's sweating. Are my eyes whiter? Okay. That's the third posture in this set of 7. The fourth posture is really challenging and very difficult. So I want you guys to try your best. And I've got stage 1 for beginners, stage 2 for intermediate, and stage 3 for advanced. So try the best you can, get some floor space. You see how my wrists are like this? You guys see it? So they're turned backward. Not forward, but backward. So fingers point back toward your toes. You get yourself up in a push-up position and stretch those wrists out. And this is stage 1. So for those of you that are software engineers or computer people or gamers, you need this stretch to keep your wrists flexible and youthful. So hold that. That's stage 1. 10 breaths minimum. Try to get 49 breaths. Okay, stage 2 is to rest your elbows on your ribs like this. And just rest it right here. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And stage 3 is to lift your legs off the ground. Like that. 5 breaths. All right, so that's the next pose right there, okay? So the first pose for this set of 7 was the push-up plank, or the 1 foot, 1 arm. Pose 2 was the L sit, legs up or butt up. Was the push-up with full range of motion. And pose 4 was what we call the peacock, we did right now. Legs up, arms on the ground. And posture 5, you gotta lay on your back. And there's a beginner way to sit like this. A lot of you guys on YouTube increase my flexibility. What morning time to train Kung Fu? What can I do to make myself stronger because I'm too lose weight because I'm a little heavy? What kind of training can I do every single day? Well, I'll tell you guys something. This is the training you can do every single day. This is it right here. This is the training that I do every single day. And it's the way that I prevent injury, gain strength, keep my youthfulness, and increase my flexibility. So here's the next pose. You're gonna go stage 1 for beginners is gonna hold the arms back here and lift the hips up into like a table position, just like this. Away, all right? For those of you who can do that, and that's too easy, I want you to be safe, train at your own risk. But the intermediate way is like this. You lay on your back. Try to get where I'm sideways to you guys. And then we're gonna lay on our back and we're gonna lift up into like a head and feet position. So head is down and so is the feet. Just like this, with the arms out. And that's stage 2. Let's go for 3 more. And then there's a advanced way, there's stage 3. And stage 3, the advanced way is to take your feet like this. You guys can see. And instead of them being here, we're gonna cross them here at the ankle. So they're crossed one on top of the other like that. It's pretty difficult. You guys might fall over, but try the best you can. So we're gonna be right here. My feet are not normal, they're crossed. Normal, crossed, yes. All right, hopefully you guys can see the difference. Lay back with the feet crossed, get up on the head and maintain that balance and hold for 5 breaths. Three more, guys, 3 more. And then you can come back to the full back bridge and just try to stand it back up on your feet. So that's the 5th pose in this set of 7. And what I want you guys to do is stay focused and stay strong for 2 more poses. There's 2 more, and that's it, and we're done. The next one's on the feet, and it starts us out in a horse stance, and we gotta start low. So with horse stance, lower is better. And let me show you guys how to measure a horse stance. We have a full-on horse stance tutorial in the online school at jakemace.com, but I'll show you guys a little something right now. Can you guys see okay? Get the legs this far apart. Just like this. And take your hands out like this. And go pinky to thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 palm widths apart. That's the proper width for a horse stance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So get down and get those thighs flat to where you're nice and square, flat to the floor, just like that. And now the pose is going to be while you're down there, breathe in, breathe out, and reach back and try to grab onto your ankles. 7 breaths. Farther back. 3 more. And come on back to center and sink down again. So that's the 6th pose in this set of 7. And by this time, I'm getting kind of tired, so it's time to kind of get the mind on autopilot. 7th pose. It's kind of like a downward dog, but it's a downward dog on the head, and there's beginner and advanced way. The beginner way is going to be here, and we're going to have our head on the ground, and our feet on the ground, and our hands on the ground. Just like that. So you might want to get a yoga mat or a towel to cushion your head. I just use the floor. I've been doing this for like 15 years, so actually almost 20 years. I've been teaching this for almost 15 years. So I want you guys to have your head on the ground, feet on the ground, and hands on the ground like this. And then every time you exhale, walk your feet closer to your face. Closer. And that's beginners. Stay right there. If you're advanced, then get your legs to here. Off the ground. Back down, push it up, stand up again, then take a deep breath. 4 more deep breaths. All right, you guys. That's what I got for you guys for tonight. 14 poses. The first 7 were very easy. The second 7 were more challenging. And you guys can choose whether to do the beginner way, intermediate way, or advanced way. And the goal with the I Jin Jing Muscle Tendon Change Classic is to get in an area where you can focus your mind, because this kind of warrior Qigong training is both for the body and the mind, and also the breath. We call it the San He, the Trinity, the 3 pieces of the puzzle: breath, body, and mind. And so when you try to get to that 20th breath, 30th breath, 40th breath, 49th breath, it takes a lot of mental strength to get there. And it also takes a lot of physical strength, and it takes good breathing, calm breathing. So I want you guys to focus on this every single day, and at least do the first 7 every morning when you first wake up for 5 minutes before you go to work, before you go to school, before you go to your job, whatever. And let me go back over and we'll just chat for a bit. How about that, you guys? I got to go inside in 10 minutes. You guys got me for 10 minutes of chatting. Let's see what we got here. Are there any questions that you guys have? Let me know down below if you guys have any questions. There's one story I'll tell you as we close out. Dhammo, or Bodhidharma, the one who apparently brought these postures to the Shaolin Temple, apparently went to the Emperor of China first and tried to teach the Emperor the postures and the whole method of Buddhism that he called Chan Buddhism, which the Japanese call Zen Buddhism. And the Emperor wanted to become more enlightened, but he wasn't willing to go through the rigors of meditation and physical training that Dhammo was showing him to do. So instead, he left the palace and went to the Shaolin Temple, and they were just, out of shape Buddhist monks that didn't want to do the training either. So he retreated to a cave nearby the Shaolin Temple, and you can still go to the cave today. I think now they have it actually boarded off when I was there last time. But you used to be able to go inside the cave and sit in the cave for a few moments and get a sense of the same cave that Dhammo meditated in at the Shaolin Temple. So I was at the Shaolin Temple for the first time when I was a sophomore in college in 2002. And it was really cool. It was cool to see that historical place, because he apparently sat in that cave for 9 years and meditated until the Shaolin monks took him seriously enough to bring him into the temple and teach them. And so the I Jin Jing, as well as the marrow washing that the Shaolin training encompasses, are both the origin of all Shaolin martial arts from the Shaolin Temple. Well, guys, I'm going to end this broadcast. There's no questions you guys have, and I hope that you guys check out the online school at jakemace.com. Hit me up for a friend request on Facebook at facebook.com/jakemace.taichi. You guys can follow me on Instagram. I'm pretty active on Instagram nowadays, because everyone's forced me to go on Instagram, and that's at Jake Mace Tai Chi. But the online school, we're about to hit our 300th video on the online school. We have a lot of people who have already joined and are currently training with us online from all over the world. Everybody from the US to Canada to Germany to Pakistan and beyond, to the United Kingdom, everywhere, Australia. It's so cool to see people that have an interest in traditional Shaolin martial arts and Chinese Kung Fu. And I'm hoping that the online school will eventually be a school that will have multiple thousands of training videos. There's no commercials. It's just $5 a month. and you can cancel anytime. So it's a pretty cool resource to go in there and train. And I hope it'll be the future, the way that we can train together when we're not together. You know what I mean? So I want to thank you guys for tuning into this broadcast. I think I'm gonna schedule these more often, and we won't have any technical problems next time, hopefully. But it's looking like we're gonna schedule these live sessions on Monday evenings, on Wednesday evenings, and also on Saturday evenings. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturday evenings. Go to my Facebook, my website, and get on our email list at jakemace.com so you guys can get an update as to when our next one's happening, which will be Wednesday night. I'm pretty sure we're going to focus Wednesday night on either praying mantis kung fu or on the bow staff. And then Saturday, or the following live class, will probably be a Tai Chi class. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It was great to see everybody and see all the support for Chinese Gong Fu, and I will see you guys back here next time. 再见，明天见。